The options card looks different, it has rows inside it.
Because options are not one market. Nifty, Bank Nifty, Sensex and stock options behave differently, so each group gets its own switch, its own budget and its own side.
Side says buy, sell, or buy and sell.
Buy means the engine may only buy calls or puts, your loss is capped at the premium you paid. Sell means it may run defined risk selling structures, where you collect a premium and a bought wing caps the damage. Turning selling on shows a red confirmation first, with the real maximum loss in rupees. Option writing is the one place where a beginner can lose far more than they expected, so the platform makes you say yes to that explicitly.
And if I leave every group unchecked?
Then the single budget above applies to any underlying. The line under the rows says exactly that. Groups are for when you want Nifty treated differently from a stock option.
I press save. What happens the very next minute?
Your rules are stored on the server, not in this browser, and the next engine cycle reads them. On this account a cycle runs every 35 minutes, so the change is live within one cycle.
Does it touch trades that are already open?
No, a running trade keeps the rules it was born with. New settings apply to new entries. That is deliberate. Changing the stop of a live trade from a settings page would be a nasty surprise. And every save is recorded. If a trade later looks wrong, you can check what the rules were at that moment instead of relying on memory.
How do I know it is actually doing something?
These two panels, and they are the reason to trust the thing. Recent decisions lists every evaluation fired or skipped with the score, the probability, and the reason.
So a quiet day is not a broken engine.
Right, a quiet day usually reads score below threshold, over and over. That is the engine obeying you, not ignoring you. If you disagree with the silence, the fix is a setting on this page, not a complaint. Below it, trade outcomes and learnings, what actually happened to closed trades, with the date, side, quantity, and exit. The eye icon opens the full record, and on a loss it shows the lesson the platform wrote for itself.
There are more cards down here: market context, institutional flow, stat-arb, decision analytics, sector exposure.
All read only. They explain the environment your rules are operating in. Market context is the breadth and volatility of the day. Institutional flow is what the big buyers and sellers did. Stat-arb pairs shows related stocks whose spread has stretched unusually far. Decision analytics summarizes your last 7 days, how many fired, how many were skipped, and the most common reasons.
And sector exposure?
How much of your money sits in one sector? If every open trade is a bank, one bad banking day hits all of them together. The engine also enforces a cap on this, so it is not just information.
Last tab margin.
This is the same budget idea, seen from the top. Instead of editing one card at a time, you see the whole division of your capital, how much to each trade type, and within options and commodity, how much to each group.
And auto distribute?
One tap and the platform spreads your available capital across the types your plan allows, weighted more to the steadier types, less to the sharper ones. It is a sane starting point that you are then free to edit.
Final question: if I only remember 3 fields from this lesson, which 3?
Score threshold, because it decides how picky you are. Margin budget, because it caps what can be at stake. And trades in parallel, because it quietly decides the size of every single trade you take. Set those 3 honestly, leave dry run on for a week, and read your decision feed. That is a complete, safe way to start.